for us to have a good time and just hear some of your thoughts in your areas of expertise. I understand you're a family builder, you coach on wealth creation, you are a pastor, and you're a mentor, and you also do other various things in the area of speaking and ministry. Today, I'm just going to be focusing on a very, very, very vital topic, especially in our generation and young people. We see that many people are created as originals, but many of them die as copies due to the lack of identity. So, in your own view, how do you see this issue of identity, and how best can you advise young people to find and stand with their identity so that they do not have to live the rest of their lives imitating other people?
Thank you so very much for allowing me to be on your platform, and for all our viewers, those that will be tuning in from whichever country. I strongly believe we're going to have a wonderful time together. Yeah, so the issue of identity, when we talk about identity, it has to do with your true self, who you really are. Now, let me say this, that there are about 4 areas, right? There is a sound, letters, numbers, and symbols, all right? Sound, letters, numbers, and symbols. Now, sound has to do with your voice. Letters has to do with your name. Numbers has to do with your date of birth. And, symbols has to do with your thumbprint, your fingerprints. All right. Yeah. So when you look at your fingerprints, there is no one who is like you other than you, even if you were twins. And when you were applying for a visa to go to Thailand, one of the things that they asked you for were your fingerprints, all right? And the moment they got your fingerprints, they put them in the system. Guess what your fingerprints did? They brought out your name, your date of birth, which is also attached to your voice. Okay. The challenge that we've had, the challenge that we've had is that many of us have never paid attention to self. We have never paid attention to our voice. We have never paid attention to our date of birth. We have never paid attention even to the letters of our names. As a result, we become a carbon copy of someone else and not you. Let me also put it this way. You love reading, and you have read a lot of books, isn't it?
Yes.
You listen to music, isn't it?
Yes.
But did you realize that you may have read every other book that has motivated you, that has inspired you, but unfortunately, there's one book which you rarely read. There's one voice that you rarely listen to. Guess which book is that? That book is you.
Wow.
That's you. You are a book. There's one voice that you rarely listen to. Guess whose voice that is? Your voice. And therefore, as we answer this question of identity, let me bring you a bit to the scripture. In Jeremiah chapter number 1 and verse number 5, the Bible says, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah saying, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Okay, before you were born, I ordained you a prophet for nations. Then Jeremiah said, Lord, I am just but a youth, I'm young. And God said, do not say I am young. So the question that I have for you today is, who told you you are young? Okay, who told you you are dumb? So this is where, my brother Anesu, this is where the problem is, in that we have allowed society to define us. We have allowed people to define us. We have allowed, circumstances to define us. All right. Let me also put this way, another point. You see, this is a hand, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? This is a hand. And what you say is, this is my hand. This is my hand. All right. So if you are saying that this is my hand, it means this is not you. This is part of you. You are not the hand. You are bigger than your hand. Okay?
Yes.
So, if you make a mistake, you are not the mistake. The mistake is just as a result of what you were doing. So that does not identify you.
Wow.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. As we lay the foundation, I think that is enough as we, continue discussing. So, yeah, your true you is bigger than what you see. The true you is bigger than what you can hear. The true you is bigger than what you can do. All right. And that's what we want to dig into today. And I believe this is going to help, a lot of us. Yeah.
It does. All right. So how does one really get to settle down and appreciate and just be comfortable in their own shoes? Because we are living in a generation where there are a lot of things that are fighting for attention. And because of that, many people want to be perceived with a certain image. And because of that, you see that social media, a lot of things, it could be friends, family, all these things end up pressurizing us to force us to become somebody we are not. How then, in such a situation where there are a lot of things that are fighting for my attention, a lot of things that are putting pressure on me, how then do I resist and stay true to myself? And how best can I really say, okay, this is who I am. I have to be comfortable with this. These are my capabilities. These are my abilities. These are my gifts. These are my talents. And this is my purpose. How do I stay true to that? And how do I know that this is me?
Okay. So first and foremost, you need to go back to your origin. Whose source or which source did you come from? All right. How many types of water do you know when you go to the shop? Or if you're in Zimbabwe, like in my case, how many types of water do you know?
Well, the Mtingamira, there are very many of them we can talk about.
Excellent. That's where the problem is. Guess what? All that you have mentioned, Tingamira, whatever the names, that is not water. That is not water. What you have mentioned are brands that are selling water. Water is water. Whether you put it in a bottle, it's water. Whether you put it in a dish, it's water. Whether you put it on the floor, it is water. Secondly, what you have drank is never Coca-Cola. You have never drank Coca-Cola before.
Okay.
You have never drank Coca-Cola in your life. Not even a single day. You know what? What you have drank is Coke. What you have drank is Coke and not Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is the company. Coca-Cola is the brand. Coke is the product.
Yes. Yes.
Coca-Cola is the brand. So when we say Anesu is just but the brand. The product is inside. Anesu is the brand that is giving an identity to who this being is.
Yes.
All right? So no matter how much pressure you put on the container, the content is never going to be affected. No matter how much, how much noise you make around Coca-Cola, the Coke inside is not going to be affected. So here is the point. The challenge that we've done or that we've had is that we have allowed, first and foremost, like I was saying, we have allowed society to define us. We have allowed society to speak to us and speak into us. We have allowed our churches, our pastors, our parents, to define who we are. And that's why God said to Jeremiah, listen, Jeremiah, who told you that you are young? Do not say that you are young. So in order for you to stay firm, you must first find out who you really are, what your purpose is, and why you are existing today.
Yes.
And therefore, once you identify what that is, you then need to be comfortable in the color of the container that you are in. You need to be comfortable in this container that you are in. Let me ask this question. Ernest, what do you think? Am I short or tall?
Okay, somebody can say you're short.
Okay, somebody can say you are short.
Maybe I would say you're medium, or I would say you are your own height, maybe, because
Okay, so I'm medium, I'm short. Okay. Beautiful. So whenever I do corporate trainings, I always ask that question, and some will say, you are short, you are tall, you are medium, you are average. 4, 5, 6 answers will come. But guess what? I am not short, I am not tall, I am not medium, I am not average, I am me. All right? I can never be shorter than me. I can never be taller than me. I can never be medium than me. I can only be me. All right. So I only become short, tall, or medium when you compare me to something that is outside me. All right.
Yes.
So for me to be comfortable of who I am, I must close my eyes to the outside and open them to the inside and begin to read and listen to what is in the inside of me. And once I know what is in the inside of me, it does not matter what you put on me. This is not me. This is a shirt on me. This is not me. This is a cape on me. So this does not define me. This does not define me. I'm the one who gives meaning to this. I give meaning to this shirt. I give meaning to this cape. This does not give meaning to me. It's me who has given it an identity, not it giving me identity. So when you don't know who you are, you allow this or this to define you, and yet you are supposed to give meaning to this. Wow.
Powerful. Thank you very much, Pastor Barnabas. Thank you for your time, and I'm happy that you've shed some light. I'm sure this is going to help a lot of us. What we're going to do now is that we're going to host a Facebook Live on one of the days. You shall see the flyers going around. So the weekend of the Facebook Live, where we're going to dive into detail on this topic that has to do with identity. Thank you very much, Pastor Barnabas. What are the last words that you have for our viewers?
Last word is know who you are, and the one who you are is not what you see, but the one inside, hidden in the inside of you. Okay, you are a wonder inside this body that you see. You are a miracle. You are a testimony. Therefore, do not allow what is around you to define you. Do not allow what is around you to give meaning to you, but give meaning to what is around you. And lastly, you are not a creature of circumstances, but you are the creator of circumstances. God bless you.